I'm just following this mountain road that's up behind me. Just came from that direction. I'm about 3 miles in, give or take, and I started seeing a ton of old timber as I came around the corner off this hillside. And down behind me, if you can tell, looks like it's a waste rock pile where they dump the waste rock from digging over the side. What's crazy is I can't zoom in, but there's some old resistors right above my finger past that log, like from an old telegraph line, telephone line. Looks like there's a bunch more debris way further down, a bunch of old timbers. And off over on this side, it's way too steep to shimmy down there, but there's tons of more timbers right over there. There's a portal in the side of the mountain cut right into the rock. Still have water flowing out, looks like. This is unreal. Doesn't go back very far. Looks like it's collapsed and the roof actually goes up a bit, but there's tons of big old timbers in here. A buddy of mine, Dirt Cop Dual Sport, told me about these and kind of where in general area to find them. And I didn't realize they were this far in. I thought they were just pretty close off that main cut off the main road. But what's crazy about these, he was telling me, is these are bat gates. So they allow bats to fly in and out. This one's not very deep, but a lot of portals can go in a lot further. But they allow bats to fly in and out, but they don't allow obviously people or large creatures to get in. But what's crazy is I guess they come up and weld them in place. They have the generic shape and structure, but then they weld them on site where they fit perfectly in. That's so cool. We'll have this incredible view. Road keeps going behind me. I probably made it not even a quarter of a mile. And look what's literally into the side of the rock. Another portal. So the crazy part is the road's not very wide. And I mean, this thing, I can't scoot back too far or else I'll be at the side of the hillside. But I mean, it is just right into this rock outcropping. Wow, this one goes back way deeper. Look at that ceiling, that's crazy. This one's kind of covered. I bet you wouldn't even see it if it was covered in snow, because it would probably just fall right off the rock face. But look at the view. You got the view of the tunnel and then the view behind. Well, I'm standing here admiring the view. The road I came from, that's actually the second shaft opening that I've seen. I was getting back in the truck to head forward, but then check this out. Up in this tree, they cleared off all the branches, and it's an old telegraph or telephone pole. You can still see the resistors up there. So I made it to the clearing that my friend was telling me about. And there's tons of waste rock coming off this hillside. I mean, it goes down all the way to the bottom. But there's timber, a bunch of old iron pipe, but way off over on that hillside. Might be able to see it with a camera or not, I'm not sure, but there's tons of timber that way. What caught my eye is above the truck. Huge clearing, tons of iron. Timber's way up at the top. As I was coming down this road, there was a cutout that started going uphill, and looking on the phone, it actually looks like it gets really close to that. Tons of old tin, old trash, metal, old pipe. Right over here's multiple concrete foundations. I mean, look at those. Look at the size of that bolt. And they're all over. Oh, whoa. We got another big rock outcropping, and you can just barely see one of those back gates. This one is mostly collapsed. Look at the size of this rock. This one's been collapsing in around the gate. That one goes down. You might not be able to see. Come out of the portal with this view. This must have had a mill site or processing plant or something, because this is a fairly large operation. Tons of waste rock. Yep, more scrap metal. Bunch of old timber. There's an old rail line right there. Old cart line. Just right into the rock face. Can't tell, is that another opening? Nope, just a rock outcropping. Or if it was an opening, it collapsed long ago. Look at the trash and stuff on there. When I say trash, I mean old trash. Timber, scrap metal, tin cans, the old iron metal cabling. I'm just gonna walk this road a bit further. I'm guessing it connects to that other side. But I mean, look at the view. Yeah, there was a big flat spot there at one point. That might have been a building of some sort. But there's tons, so much timber. Cut timber. Yeah, this is waste rock I'm standing on here. There's another big flat spot a little bit further down the hill. Maybe you got to it if you go down the road. You would come back. Let's get back to the truck and see what we can find. Beautiful out today. Just a little bit of chill in the air. When I backtrack, I'm gonna take that first cutout road that I passed. And I bet you, I don't know if there's a site up there, but I bet you it goes right to it, which would make sense. Get to the highest point in the building at the time. And this is awesome. I've said it before and I've said it again. You never know what you'll find when you're out exploring. I'm on this upper road that should get me above the mine site that I was just at, and I've come across a massive, I mean the road's clear, but I've come across a massive rock slide area. But what's interesting is there's cut timbers all throughout the rock, okay? But then, as I make the turn with the truck, this is what I'm talking about. Look what's up there. See that old car leaning against that tree? I mean, there clearly at one point used to be a road up there, but that's insane. Well, I thought for sure it would open up above that mine site, but the road just kept climbing, and I don't know, you might not see it on camera, but there's just an occasional snowflake. Sleet, maybe? It's cold though. I'm gonna have to throw a coat on. But this is unreal. It just keeps climbing up.